Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth, opportunities, and abundance into their lives, while others feel stuck, chasing the same results over and over again? The answer is not in luck, hard work alone, or even in strategy. The truth is much deeper. It lies in the quantum field, in the unseen world of infinite possibilities where every version of you already exists. Yes, you heard that right. Every version of you. The you who is financially free. The you who has deep love. The you who walks with confidence. The you who has the dream home, the dream business, the dream lifestyle. All of those versions already exist. They are not out there in some faraway future. They are in the quantum now, waiting for you to align with them. Today we are going to go on a journey into your wealthiest timeline. We are going to explore how to quantum leap into that version of you who is abundant, magnetic, powerful, and deeply aligned with prosperity. And if you are watching or listening to this, know this: it is no accident. The very fact that you are here means that your wealthiest timeline is already calling you forward. You've already observed it, and now, together, we are going to learn how to step into it fully. First, let's understand what the quantum field really is. Science has shown us that at the smallest level, beneath molecules, atoms, and even subatomic particles, reality is not solid. Instead, it is made of energy and vibration. Every object, every thought, every dream is composed of waves of possibility. These waves do not collapse into form until they are observed. This is known as the observer effect, which means that your reality is not fixed. It is not determined solely by your past, your circumstances, or your external environment. Your reality is fluid, alive, and ever-shifting, waiting for your conscious focus to shape it. And this is where your wealthiest timeline comes in. Right now, there are infinite versions of you. There is a version of you who stays stuck, repeating the same patterns. There is a version of you who takes small leaps forward, and there is a version of you who quantum leaps, who breaks through limitations and lives in extraordinary abundance. When you begin to observe and embody that abundant version of you, the quantum responds. Possibilities collapse into form, and the physical world reshapes to match your inner frequency. But here's the catch. Most of us are not consciously creating from the quantum. Most of us are unconsciously repeating patterns that were programmed into us in childhood. Your subconscious mind controls 95% of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It holds beliefs about money, success, worthiness, and abundance. If your subconscious is programmed with scarcity, fear, or doubt, it will filter out opportunities and collapse timelines that match lack instead of abundance. That's why you may consciously want to be wealthy, but subconsciously you may believe, making money is hard. I'm not worthy of wealth. If I succeed, I'll lose love or safety. And those hidden beliefs become the filter through which you experience reality. To quantum leap into your wealthiest timeline, you must reprogram the subconscious. You must create alignment between your conscious desires and your subconscious beliefs. When the two align, the leap happens effortlessly. Now let's talk about identity. Quantum leaping is not just about thinking positive thoughts or repeating affirmations. It's about embodying the version of you who already has what you desire. Imagine your wealthiest self for a moment. Close your eyes if you can, and see them clearly. What do they wear? How do they walk? How do they feel when they wake up in the morning? How do they make decisions? What energy do they radiate? That version of you is not separate. They already exist in the quantum. The question is, are you willing to embody them now? Because here's the secret. The leap does not happen when you finally reach the goal. The leap happens when you decide to become that version of you before the evidence appears. When you begin to act, think, and feel like the wealthy you, even before the money arrives. The quantum has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your frequency. Nervous system, holding the leap. But there's something else that's crucial. Your nervous system. If you leap too far too fast, your body may go into fight, flight, or freeze. For example, if you're currently making $3,000 a month, and you try to leap straight into imagining $100,000 a month, your subconscious might resist. It might feel too big, too unbelievable, too unsafe. And when your body doesn't feel safe, the subconscious says, no. That's why nervous system regulation is essential. You want to expand your capacity gradually, so your body can hold more wealth, more visibility, more success, without collapsing into fear or contraction. This could mean starting with the vision of doubling your income, or imagining opportunities that feel exciting and believable. As your body feels safe with that, you expand again. Wealth is not just about numbers, it's about capacity. Can your body hold it? Can your nervous system feel safe with it? When the answer is yes, the quantum leap becomes effortless. So how do we activate the quantum leap? Through observation. Every time you vividly imagine the wealthy version of you, you are observing a new possibility. You are telling the quantum, this is my path, this is my reality. The subconscious then begins to filter reality to match. Suddenly you notice opportunities you never saw before. You attract people, synchronicities and ideas that align with wealth. This is not woo-woo. This is neuroscience. The brain's reticular activating system filters 11 million bits of data per second and only passes 5,100 bits to your conscious awareness. What gets filtered? Whatever you consistently focus on. So when you consistently imagine and embody wealth, your brain literally rewires itself to notice wealth-creating opportunities. And when you take aligned action, the leap manifests. Your first step into the wealthiest timeline. Let's pause here. You've learned so far that the quantum holds infinite versions of you. Your subconscious filters which version you embody. Identity and embodiment are the keys to leaping. Nervous system regulation expands your capacity. Observation activates the wealth timeline. So what's your first step? It's simple. Dream again. Most people have stopped dreaming because they are afraid of disappointment. They've convinced themselves to stay small, safe, realistic. But in the quantum, there is no limitation. If you can imagine it, it exists. So take a moment after this and write down, what does my wealthiest self look like? How do they live? What is their daily reality? How do they feel in their body? Don't censor yourself, don't shrink it. Don't explain it away with logic. Write it as if it is already yours. This act of dreaming is observation. And observation is creation. Now that we've opened the doorway into the quantum and glimpsed the truth that every version of you already exists, it's time to ask the next big question. If everything is possible, why don't we always experience it? The answer lies in your subconscious mind. As we said earlier, 95% of your thoughts, emotions, and actions come from subconscious programming, which means only 5% of your life is consciously directed. Most of what you experience is the result of old patterns, beliefs, and stories running beneath the surface. If you want to quantum leap into wealth, you must reprogram the subconscious. Let's look at how subconscious programming shows up around money. Imagine someone who grew up hearing phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, you have to work hard to earn every penny. Even as an adult, those beliefs shape how they perceive wealth. If they get an opportunity to make money easily, they might reject it because subconsciously it feels wrong. If they start earning more than their parents, they might sabotage themselves because it feels unsafe to surpass the family's financial identity. This is why you might consciously say, I want to be wealthy, but unconsciously, you're broadcasting wealth is dangerous, or I don't deserve it. And the quantum listens to your dominant vibration, not just your conscious wish. The good news? The subconscious is programmable. It is not fixed. With intention and repetition, you can rewrite the stories that have been running your financial reality. Practical quantum exercise. 1. The subconscious journal. Here's a powerful practice to start reprogramming. Take a blank journal and write at the top, My Wealth Beliefs. Without censoring, list every belief you currently hold about money. For example, money comes and goes. I can't save. It's greedy to want more. Money stresses me out. Next, ask yourself, where did I learn this? Write down the origin. Was it from parents, teachers, society, religion? Then ask, is this belief absolutely true? You'll notice most beliefs are simply inherited, not universal truths. Finally, reframe each belief into a new empowering one. For example, old, money is hard to earn. New, money flows to me with ease and joy. Old, rich people are greedy. New, wealth amplifies my generosity and impact. By writing and repeating these new beliefs daily, you begin to bypass the conscious mind and embed them into the subconscious. Practical quantum exercise 2. The morning and evening window. Your subconscious is most receptive in the first 60 seconds after waking and the last 60 seconds before sleep. During these moments, the brain is in theta state, a highly suggestible frequency. This is when affirmations, visualizations, and intentions imprint most effectively. Here's how to use it. When you wake up, Before touching your phone, speak or read your new wealth identity. Example, I am the version of me who earns $10,000 a month with ease. I am magnetic to opportunities. Money flows to me in miraculous ways. Before bed, read it again and close your eyes, visualizing yourself already living this life. Feel the emotions, the gratitude, joy, and freedom. This daily ritual plants seeds into your subconscious, training it to seek out and materialize your wealthiest timeline. Practical quantum exercise. 3. Embodiment rehearsal. The subconscious doesn't differentiate between real experience and vividly imagined experience. This means you can rehearse your wealthy self until it becomes your new identity. Here's how. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine a day in your life as your wealthiest self. From the moment you wake up, see the home you live in, the clothes you wear, the bank account you check. Walk through the day step by step. Feel the emotions of safety, confidence, and freedom. See yourself making decisions with ease, giving generously, receiving effortlessly. The more real you make it, the more your subconscious accepts it as truth. And once the subconscious believes it, your external reality must align. The 3-month leap. One of the biggest mistakes people make when attempting a quantum leap is aiming for a vision so big it destabilizes their nervous system. If you currently make $3,000 a month, jumping to $100,000 may feel overwhelming. Your subconscious might say impossible and shut down. Instead, use the 3-month leap. Ask yourself, what version of me can I fully believe in 3 months from now? Maybe it's earning $6,000 a month. Maybe it's attracting your first 5 clients. Maybe it's saving. This smaller leap feels believable to the subconscious and stabilizing to the body. Once it manifests, your capacity expands and the next leap becomes easier. This step-by-step expansion creates compound momentum, building toward your wealthiest timeline without resistance. Let's ground this in real experiences. Example 1. The unexpected client. One coach had been stuck at $2,000 months for years. After practicing subconscious reprogramming and embodying the identity of a $10,000 coach, she received an unexpected message. A client found her through an old post and paid in full for a $5,000 package. That single shift doubled her income in one day. Example 2. The windfall. A business owner visualized receiving money from unexpected sources. Within 2 weeks, a refund check arrived for thousands of dollars from a tax adjustment she didn't even know she was owed. The quantum aligned with her subconscious openness to receive. Example 3. The leap in visibility. A woman who feared being seen began reprogramming her belief from visibility is unsafe to visibility is my superpower. Within a month, she was invited to speak on a panel that positioned her as an authority, leading to new clients and income. What do these stories have in common? Alignment of the subconscious, nervous system, and conscious desire. When all three agree, the leap manifests. Let's simplify everything into a clear formula. Dream and observe. Clarify the vision of your wealthiest self. Reprogram, rewrite subconscious beliefs daily. Embodiment. Act and feel as if the wealthy you is already here. Regulate. Keep your nervous system safe and expansive. Co-create. Take aligned action when opportunities appear. When you follow this process, quantum leaping becomes natural. You no longer chase wealth. You become wealth. And here's the truth you need to anchor in. Every time you shift a belief, embody a new identity, and regulate your nervous system, you are not just wishing for wealth, you are literally collapsing time and stepping into your richest timeline. We've already uncovered that wealth is not something you chase, it is something you align with. But to fully grasp how this alignment works, it's powerful to understand the bridge between science and spirituality. Because while some people dismiss manifestation as woo-woo, science is catching up and revealing that your mind and energy are not just influencing your life, they are actively creating it. Let's explore how. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. At any given moment, it is processing about 11 million bits of information per second. But here's the thing. You only consciously register about 5,100. So what determines what you notice? Your reticular activating system, RAS. The RAS is like a filter in your brainstem that highlights information it believes is important. And what does it consider important? Whatever you repeatedly focus on, emotionally charge, and believe to be true. For example, if you're thinking about buying a red car, suddenly you see red cars everywhere. If you're constantly worrying about bills, your RAS will spotlight problems and obstacles, reinforcing scarcity. If you program your subconscious with wealth, your RES begins to highlight opportunities, solutions, and synchronicities that align with prosperity. This is why affirmations, visualization, and embodiment practices work. They are not just positive thinking. They are literally reprogramming your brain's filter so that you experience a different reality. Now let's connect this with the quantum. At the smallest level, particles exist in a state of potential, a wave of infinite possibilities. They do not take form until they are observed. This is known as the observer effect. In other words, your focus collapses potential into reality. So when you keep focusing on lack, bills, or fear, you are observing and therefore collapsing timelines that reinforce scarcity. But when you shift your focus to wealth, gratitude, and abundance, you collapse a different set of possibilities. This is not magic. This is quantum mechanics. You are both the observer and creator of your reality. While science explains how it works, spirituality teaches us why it matters. Across ancient traditions, from Vedic philosophy to Hermetic teachings, we find the same truth. You are not separate from the universe. You are a fractal of infinite intelligence, and the outer world mirrors your inner state. When you align your inner world with wealth, joy, and gratitude, you naturally magnetize external wealth, not because money is the goal, but because money is a reflection of your energetic state. This is why spiritual practices are so powerful in quantum wealth work. They allow you to shift your frequency, expand your energy, and align with the wealthiest version of you. Let's explore a few practical ones. Spiritual practice 1. Visualization as quantum rehearsal. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools because your subconscious doesn't distinguish between imagined and real experiences. Athletes have used this for decades. Olympic runners, for example, rehearse crossing the finish line in their minds before ever stepping onto the track. Neuroscience shows their brain fires the same pathways as if they were physically running. You can use this same principle to rehearse your wealthy self. Practice. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Imagine opening your bank app and seeing the number you desire. Feel the rush of safety and freedom as you pay bills with ease. Visualize yourself giving generously, celebrating wins, and walking with confidence. Hold the feeling for as long as possible. This is not daydreaming. It is training your brain and body to normalize wealth, so when it appears in physical form it feels natural. Spiritual practice 2. Meditation for alignment. Meditation is the gateway to the quantum. When you meditate, you quiet the analytical mind and access theta and delta brainwaves, the states where the subconscious is most open. In these states, you bypass old programming and plant new intentions directly into the fertile soil of the subconscious. Simple wealth meditation. Close your eyes and place a hand on your heart. Breathe in slowly, imagining golden light filling your body. With each exhale, release scarcity, fear, and doubt. Repeat silently. I am one with infinite abundance. I am safe to receive. Stay here for 10 minutes, anchoring in the energy of wealth. The more often you do this, the more natural it becomes to feel wealthy at the core of your being. Spiritual practice 3. EFT tapping for block release. Sometimes, no matter how much you visualize, subconscious blocks rise up. This is where EFT, emotional freedom technique, can help. EFT involves tapping on acupressure points while acknowledging limiting beliefs, which reduces the emotional charge and rewires the subconscious. Example for money block. Tap on the side of your hand and say, even though I feel like money is hard to get, I deeply love and accept myself. Tap through points, eyebrow, side of eye, under nose, chin, collarbone, underarm, top of head, saying, I release the belief that money is hard. I allow money to flow with ease. I am safe to receive abundance now. After a few rounds, you'll notice a shift in how you feel. The block softens, and you become more open to new possibilities. When you combine neuroscience, quantum physics, and spirituality, manifestation stops being abstract. You realize your brain filters reality based on focus. The quantum field responds to observation. Your spirit is infinitely connected to abundance. This triad creates a powerful synergy. It's not just about thinking positive. It's about rewiring the brain, aligning with the quantum, and embodying your soul's natural wealth. Your daily quantum wealth practice. Here's a simple daily routine that blends science and spirituality. Morning 5 minutes. As you wake, repeat your new wealth identity out loud. Feel it as truth. Midday 10 minutes. Do a quick visualization of your wealthy self. Imagine a scene that excites you.
Evening 5 minutes. Before bed,
Meditate with your hand on your heart, affirming, I am one with infinite abundance. Weekly 15 minutes. Do EFT tapping on any money fears or blocks that arise. This rhythm ensures you're consistently reprogramming your subconscious, aligning with the quantum, and expanding spiritually. And here's the most important reminder. The leap is not something you wait for. It is something you are already in. By listening to this, by practicing these techniques, by even being curious enough to explore the quantum, you have already shifted timelines. You are no longer the same version of you that started this journey. The question now is, will you continue to observe the wealthiest version of you until it becomes inevitable? Because in the quantum, wealth is not a matter of if. It is only a matter of when. Take a deep breath. This is the moment we've been building toward. The moment where knowledge becomes embodiment, where words become energy, where possibility collapses into reality. Right here, right now, you are stepping into your wealthiest timeline. Close your eyes if you can. Place your hand on your heart and take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it, then exhale gently. With each breath, feel yourself letting go of the weight of the past. Every story, every limitation, every old belief about money, worth, or struggle. Imagine those old patterns dissolving like smoke in the wind. Inhale again, filling your lungs with light. Exhale, releasing anything that is not aligned with abundance. With each breath, you are tuning your body into the frequency of wealth. Now imagine yourself standing at a crossroads. In front of you are countless paths, each one leading to a different version of your life. Some paths look dim, filled with repetition and struggle. Others glow faintly, leading to small improvements. And then, one path shines like pure gold, radiating with light. This is your wealthiest timeline, the path where you live in full alignment with prosperity, joy, and abundance. The version of you who is already wealthy, confident, magnetic, and free. Step toward that golden path. Feel the energy shift around you as you approach. Now, in the distance, you see your wealthiest self. Look closely. Notice how they stand. Notice their posture, their energy, the way they breathe. See the confidence in their eyes, the ease in their smile, the groundedness in their body. They are radiant, magnetic, prosperous, and they are you. Take a deep breath and imagine stepping into their body. Feel the merge. Suddenly you are looking through their eyes. You feel their strength in your muscles, their calm in your nervous system, their joy in your heart. Notice how this version of you feels about money. There is no desperation, no fear, only flow. Money is simply energy, moving in and out with ease. There is always more than enough. You are safe to receive it. You are safe to hold it. You are safe to expand with it. Feel the truth of this in your body. Let your nervous system relax into wealth. Now let's walk through a day in this wealthiest version of your life. You wake in a beautiful space, your dream home perhaps. The sunlight streams through the window. You feel rested, free, at peace. You check your accounts, and the numbers reflect abundance. Whether it's $10,000, $100,000, or millions. The figure brings not fear but gratitude. You move through your day, making decisions with clarity and ease. Opportunities appear. Collaborations, clients, investments. You follow your intuition, knowing you are supported by the quantum field. You give generously, without fear of running out. You celebrate your wins. You feel expansive, magnetic, limitless. Notice the smile on your face. Notice the lightness in your chest. Notice the deep sense of safety and joy. This is your reality now. Repeat silently or aloud, anchoring these truths into your subconscious. I am the wealthiest version of myself now. I am safe to hold and expand wealth. Money flows to me with ease and joy. Abundance is my natural state. I embody prosperity in every cell of my being. Opportunities and resources align effortlessly with me. I give and receive wealth in harmony with the universe. Let each statement sink into your body. With every affirmation, feel your frequency rise. Now take one more deep breath. Visualize a golden light surrounding you, sealing in this new identity. This light is your quantum signature, the frequency of your wealthiest timeline. It will guide your actions, magnetize opportunities, and dissolve old patterns. Know this, the leap is done. You've already shifted timelines. The version of you who is wealthy, free, and abundant is no longer a future dream. It is your present reality. The external world may take moments, days, or weeks to rearrange, but within the quantum it is already complete. As you return to awareness, remember this. Quantum leaping is not about waiting for wealth to show up. It is about embodying it now and allowing the world to reflect it. So ask yourself, what is one small action I can take today that my wealthiest self would take? How would they speak? How would they move? How would they make decisions? Take that action. Speak that way. Move with that energy. Because the leap is not just a moment, it is a practice. And the more you embody your wealthiest self, the more reality bends to match you. You are no longer the same person who began this journey. You have reprogrammed your subconscious, aligned with the quantum, embodied your wealthy identity, and activated your nervous system to hold abundance. You have walked the golden path and merged with your wealthiest self. And now the universe responds. Opportunities align, synchronicities unfold, wealth flows in unexpected ways. As you go forward, carry this truth. You are wealth. You are abundance. You are the quantum leap. Take a deep breath, smile gently, and when you are ready, open your eyes. Welcome home to your wealthiest timeline.